Good morning, students. So, in the last lecture, we discussed some questions based on idioms. So, let's continue further and solve some more types of questions asked in your exams. So, without any further delay, let's begin. So, now let's start a lecture with yet another type of question asked in your examinations. So, in it, you have to select the correct idiom to replace the underlying part of the given sentence. So, here's the first question. Based on this type, start solving. So, is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence. My business partners thought that I would simply accept the cheating, comma, but they will soon realize that I'm more powerful than what they expected. So here we need to find out the correct idiom whose meaning would be same as that of the underlined part of the given sentence. So let's look at the meanings of the idioms given in the options. So first one is damsel in distress. It refers to a young woman who is in trouble and needs help or protection. Now next is they caught a Tartar. That is, to catch a Tartar, basically it means to encounter someone or something that is unexpectedly difficult to deal with or powerful. Clear? Now next idiom is cutting a cloth. So to cut one's cloth means to act in accordance with one's limitations, often financial. Fine. So is it clear? Now last one is casting pearls before swine, meaning to offer something valuable or important to someone who does not appreciate or understand its worth. So clearly option B, that is they caught a Tartar, is the correct answer. It fits perfectly. So after replacing it, the sentence would be, my business partners thought that I would simply accept the cheating, but they will soon realize that they caught a Tartar. Fine. So is it clear? Now moving on, here's the next question. Solve it. Let's discuss. So the question is, your career is now completely obsolete. So the phrase completely obsolete in the sentence means no longer in general use, or you can say fallen into disuse. Now let's look at our options. So clearly among the given options, the idiom as dead as a doornail effectively replaces the phrase completely obsolete. The idiom as dead as a doornail means completely lifeless, dead or obsolete. The use of as in the idiom indicates a comparison to something that is unquestionably dead. Hence option B is the correct answer choice. So is it clear? Now solve the next question. So is it done? Let's check. I'm going to be in trouble if I don't submit my homework to the teacher. So let's look at the meanings of the idioms given in the options. So first one is a devil's advocate, meaning someone who pretends to disagree with you in order to have a good discussion about an issue. So clearly it is not what we are looking for. Now next is the lion's share. We already discussed it in great detail before, hence it is also ruled out. Now next is up the creek. meaning to be in trouble or a difficult situation. So clearly, it perfectly replaces the underlined part, that is to be in trouble. Hence, option C is the right answer choice. That is, up the creek is the correct idiom. Fine. Now, moving on, solve it. So is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence. My father's office is at a close distance from home. So now let us discuss the meanings of the idioms given in the options. So first one is from hand to mouth, meaning you have just enough money to spend on basic needs such as food and nothing else, that is providing only bare essentials. Now next is part and parcel, meaning an essential or integral component, basically necessary part of something. Clear? Now moving on, next is at a stone's throw. It means very near or at a very short distance. Hence it fits perfectly. Thus option C, that is at a stone's throw, is the right answer. So is it clear? Now moving on, solve the next question. So is it done? Let's discuss. He was sacked from his job because of a grave error on his part. So grave error means a very serious error. So let us look at the meanings of the given idioms to find out the most appropriate one. So first one is raining cats and dogs, meaning a heavy downpour, that is raining heavily. Now next one is Himalayan blunder, meaning a very serious mistake or error. Therefore from its meaning it is clear that Himalayan blunder is the most appropriate idiom for grave error. Hence option B is the correct answer. So after replacing it, the sentence would be he was sacked from his job because of a Himalayan blunder on his part. So is it clear? Now moving on, solve it. So is it done? Let me first read out the sentence. Shelley has been contemplating for a few days but still has not decided to quit the job. So the correct answer is option B. The idiom chewing the cud means to think carefully and slowly about something before making a decision. So in the given sentence, Shelley is taking her time to consider whether or not to quit her job. So chewing the cud is an appropriate substitute. Fine. I hope it is clear. Now, next question, solve it. So let's discuss. As soon as the principal came to know about the inspection in the school, he put everything in perfect order. So the correct answer is option A, that is apple pie order. It means everything is in perfect order or arranged neatly. This idiom is used to describe a situation where everything is well organized and in order. Hence, it fits perfectly. So after replacing it, the sentence would be, as soon as the principal came to know about the inspection in the school, he put everything in apple pie order. Fine. So is it clear? Now, moving on to our next type of question asked. So in it, an idiom is given that is followed by three statements. All these three statements carry the given idiom. Identify the sentences in which the idiom fits to make them grammatically correct and meaningful. So, this question was asked in SBI PO 2020. So, it's a previous year question. So, try solving it on your own. So, is it done? Let's tally. So, the idiom given is see eye to eye. Let me first read out the statements. First statement, studios went to war with exhibitors and it's unclear if they'll ever see eye to eye. Second statement, the siblings did not see eye to eye, but their disagreements did not make them wrangle in public. Third statement, Wright saw eye to eye of the filmmaker Spike Lee, who featured him in a jeans commercial. So now, the idiom given, that is see eye to eye, means to agree fully with someone or be in full agreement. So on reading the given statements carefully, it is obvious that the given idiom is used correctly in statements 1 and 2. Hence, option D is the right answer choice. Fine. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's discuss. So, the idiom given is stones throw away. So, let me first read out the statements. First statement is, the deal isn't yet a stone's throw away, but we are confident it will go ahead as hoped. Second statement, a jaw-dropping feat of volcanic architecture has risen in the Italian city of Nola, just a stone's throw away from the cataclysmic Mount Vesuvius. Third statement, the doctors tell me that, unless I give up playing music, I'll be stone's throw away by the time I am 40. So now, the idiom given, that is stone's throw away, means at a very short distance. We already discussed it before. So on reading the given statements carefully, it is obvious that the given idiom is used correctly only in statement 2. Hence, option B is the right answer choice. So, I hope it's clear. Now, next question, solve it. So, is it done? Let's check. The idiom given is salad days. So, again, let me first read out the statements. First statement, he may have grown old, but he has shed none of the brashness and aggression of his salad days. Statement 2, many people sell old patio furniture, although you may have to be willing to use a little salad day to get used items back into shape. Statement 3, the festival came at perfect timing for kids who suffered salad days in March due to the long cold winter. So, the idiom salad days means a period of youthful inexperience, that is, the period when one is young and inexperienced. So on reading the given statements carefully, it is obvious that the given idiom is used correctly only in statement 1, since statement 1 tries to compare a person's behavior in his old age with that of his salad days. Hence, the usage of the idiom indicating youth and inexperience becomes appropriate here. Therefore, option A is the right answer choice. But let us analyze other statements also. So, in statement 2, the correct idiom will be elbow grease, since it talks about trying to refurbish old patio furniture. Now, elbow grease means hard physical work, especially rigorous polishing or cleaning. Now, in third statement, that is statement 3, the correct idiom will be cabin fever, since it talks about children being stuck inside due to cold weather. Cabin fever means distressing claustrophobic irritability or restlessness experienced when a person or group is stuck at an isolated location or in confined quarters for an extended period. Fine. So, is it clear? So, option A is the correct answer. Now, moving on, here's the next question. Now, again, here an idiom is given that is followed by 3 statements. All these 3 statements carry the given idiom. Identify the sentence or sentences in which the idiom fits to make them grammatically correct and meaningful. So, again, this question was asked in SBI PO 2021. So, again, it's a previous year question. Start solving. So, is it done? Let's discuss. So, this given idiom is on cloud 9. Let me first read out the statements. First statement, the ruling party leaders in the US are on cloud 9 and its cadre is in a celebratory mood across the state. Statement 2, when judges make contentious decisions, the participants are going to be upset, comma, and anyone who thinks otherwise is living on cloud 9. Third statement, while waiting for his father outside the operation theatre, comma, David could relate to how it feels to be on cloud 9. So, the correct answer is option A, that is only first statement. The idiom on cloud 9 means to be extremely happy, which fits the context in statement 1 alone. In statement 2, the correct phrase should be cloud cuckoo land, which means to think that things that are completely impossible might happen rather than understanding how things really are. Basically, a state of absurdly over optimistic fantasy. Similarly, statement 3 would take the idiom have a cloud hanging over, meaning a situation that makes you worry or feel unhappy. Basically, you are surrounded by a feeling of uncertainty, pessimism, negativity, etc. So, I hope it's clear. Now, moving on to our next question, solve it. So, is it done? Let's discuss. So, the idiom is up in arms. Let me first read out the statements. The north of England is up in arms on rail investment, but spare a thought for Wales. Second statement, a brag document up in the arms when it comes to sitting in front of a manager for a review. Third statement, vivid colors of hot air balloons up in the arms is a novel sight for the residents too. So, the correct answer is option A, that is only statement 1. The idiom up in arms means to be very angry about something and are protesting strongly against it, that is rebellious. So on reading the given statements carefully, it is obvious that the given idiom is used correctly only in statement 1. So is it clear? So let's wind up our lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. Thank you.